Hello, guys, it's Lucy. Today, we're going to be talking about what it's like to listen to yourself and your body and just be intuitive. I feel like this topic is something that I could talk about for days. I feel like being intuitive is something that everybody needs to learn. I'm not sure if it's something that only spiritual people can do. I don't think that that's the case. I think people think that being intuitive is like a spiritual thing, like being psychic. But I don't think that's true. I think everybody is intuitive. I think everybody knows what they need to know whenever they're going through hardship or whenever they're going through any situation ever or whenever they need to make a decision. I think you know what you need to do. I think we just have to learn how to be more intuitive and listen to our bodies and listen to ourselves. That's kind of changing the topic though. That's a whole nother thing, honestly. Today we're gonna talk about being lazy. Being lazy. I feel like that's so dumb. I feel like nobody should be able to call anybody lazy, honestly. I don't think you're in that person's body, and I don't think that you can tell them that they're being lazy because lazy has such a it's such a shameful word. I feel like I don't think that you're being lazy. You're not being lazy. If you're tired, you're tired, and you're just intuitively listening to your body. Actually, people think that with discipline and with getting things done, you have to force yourself to do things when you don't have the capacity to do it. And I think it ends up setting you back way more than pushing you forward. I feel like you see this in so many situations with like working out, with business, with work, with family, with everything. Like you end up doing it so much that you end up burning out. And girl, can I talk about that? Girl, can I talk about that? I feel like I do that with everything. I also would say that when I was younger, my mom always called me lazy. That was like her thing. She called us lazy all the time. And I feel like I look back and I don't think that being called lazy was the right thing to do. I think all of us had ADHD and we all were just paralyzed by doing absolutely everything. I think it's so important to get to know yourself and realize what's actually going on. And that's something that we kind of knew. Like my mom would call us lazy, and that didn't ever feel right. That always felt like a shameful thing because it wasn't like we were being lazy. It was we were tired. We were tired all the time. All the time. Anyway, I just think that some people don't know how to listen to their bodies. I now in this day look back and I realize that we were not lazy, and I feel like a lot of people get called lazy when like that's not the case. The reason why they're not doing the things that they have to or why they're acting lazy is because they're burning out somewhere in their lives, whether it's their work or school, or it's like quite literally with energetic transfers of like the people around you. I don't think I don't think you're actually being lazy. I think you're listening to what your body wants you to do. I think if you feel like you're being lazy or people are calling you lazy, you should sit with what's going on in your life and see maybe where you're feeling drained. Whenever you go to work, or whenever you go to work out, or whenever you go meet someone, like we need to sit with ourselves before we just do and do and do and go day to day doing everything, making plans and just doing it without like being intentional. It makes me so mad. I wish we would be more intentional before we go and after we come back. Sit with yourself. Sit with yourself and talk about it, journal about it. Was it productive? Did it feel good in your body? Did it feel tiring? Are you tired? Are you tired? Because if you're tired, then you probably need a little break. You probably need a little break, okay? I feel like these style videos are so hard for me because I'm looking into nothing. I'm looking into nothing. I can't even see myself process what's happening, and that really throws me off. So I feel like I go into a tangent. I know exactly what I'm saying, and then I forget what I'm saying because I'm like, "Oh, you're like literally recording yourself," and it feels so weird. It feels so weird. Anyway, that's going to be me for the first few videos. when talking and recording myself in general, because I feel like my ADHD just doesn't allow me to storytell properly and in chronological order and get to where I'm meaning to get to. I think I talk in bits and pieces, and you have to put the puzzle together. Okay? I blanked and I'm going to drink some water. Anyway, I feel like another really good example is when it comes to working out. So many people force themselves to work out and be disciplined with working out. And I feel like, oh, it feels like someone's scratching on a chalkboard when someone tells me that they're like so disciplined in their gym and they're doing like 75 hard, or they're doing like every single day they're working out and lifting weights and like pushing themselves to the full extent, and they don't give themselves breaks. It literally irritates me so much. I would say though that it is a little different for girls and guys. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm that girl. I think it is different for girls and guys. I think girls have periods for a reason. I think our energy levels are different. Our circadian rhythm is different. It's not the same. The crazy stuff that guys do, like cold plunging, waking up and like going straight to working out, like that might work for them, but that doesn't work for us. Girls need to be at a peace. Girls need to be calm at all times. Like, if you as a girl feel like you're in survival mode, even stressed a little bit, I feel like it kind of throws off everything. Because I feel like as a girl, your body needs to feel safe. You tend to hold on to more weight if you feel stressed. So I think you should probably look that. I should honestly probably. I think I'm gonna make a video about that, about how it's not safe for girls to be working out insanely because it doesn't go with our bodies. That's gonna be my next video. Okay. Actually, let me know if you guys would like that video because I'm just like I'm gonna make it. Who cares? I'm gonna make it. Anyway, yeah, I feel like it's different when working out. I feel like people don't take into account that you are literally like your energy, it's not even just your body. Like if you're not getting proper sleep, if you don't feel energized, then your working out isn't doing anything for you. If you're not eating the proper things, your working out is doing nothing for you but putting you in survival mode. You have to eat the proper things, you have to stay hydrated, you have to sleep well, and you have to push yourself just enough. Not too much. Just enough, not too much. Make sure you're stretching because you could hurt yourself. I feel like all these things, like it's actually it's a good bit of work to start working out, but it's not something to be scared of. It's something to take slowly, and it's something to listen to yourself about. Like me, for example, I'm just starting to get back into working out. I literally started off with just doing the Stairmaster. I didn't do any weights for the first 2 weeks. I just did the Stairmaster, and I kid you not, 3 times a week. Yeah, I did it 3 times a week. And then the following week, that's when I did weights. And then I came back home, and the next day I was extremely sore. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go to the gym tomorrow. And I didn't. And I slept in. And it felt so nice. Like my legs actually feel so like much more rejuvenated now that I slept so much more and I prioritized my hydration and like what I was eating. I was also so hungry. I think I was under eating just a little bit, which is what you have to do to lose weight, but that's not really my main goal. Anyway, I think it's so important to just listen to your body. I think like the first 2 weeks I could push myself. I was waking up early. I was prioritizing going to the gym. And then this week, I don't know what. I think I'm honestly starting my luteal phase, and I said, I'm not going to the gym tomorrow. I'm not going to the gym tomorrow. I'm going to sleep in, and that's okay. And I feel so much better for it. I feel so much better for it. Anyway, I feel like so many people just need to keep listening to their bodies intuitively. Read your energy. I feel like you know what you feel like. You know what your body feels like when you're energized and you have like space for other people or for new things. If you feel like you can do something new, then you're at a good base level. If you don't feel like you can do anything new, you have to recharge. That's like the way that I think about it. If I don't even feel like going on a walk, I have to recharge. Like, it, just read based off of like what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do, and listen to your body, and don't let anybody else tell you what to feel. I think it's okay to compromise, especially if you have a partner. I don't. Sorry. I just needed to let you know that I don't have a partner because I don't have to compromise right now. Like, I'm very about me right now, and that's perfectly okay. But if you have a partner, then maybe you could compromise, like instead of going to the gym together, you guys could go on a walk together. Or if you really don't feel like you have the energy to go out to his family's party or to a work party or something, like, you can do as much as you are capable of, and they have to be willing to understand that, like, I really don't feel like going to that party. I'm so sorry. And then they're probably going to shame you and make you feel bad for not going to that party. And what are you going to say? You're going to say, I can compromise and go maybe for like an hour or two or three. Compromise to whatever you think you can do. And then you say, and then I want to come back home. And I hope you realize that I'm at least trying to meet you halfway. But if you're not okay with that, that's fine. I need to take care of myself right now. It's not that I don't love you. It's not that I don't care about you. It's not that I don't want to be there for you. I need to take care of myself right now. So, I don't know. I just don't, there's no excuse for you not to take care of yourself. I'm sorry. Unless like life is like really, really crappy and there's like so many people that you love that are going through it, which I feel like is something that happens a lot. Like, I feel like that happens a lot in my family. I think I love my family so much and I'm there for my family anytime that they're going through something. And I think there's a lot of times where I'm being there for my family and I know that I'm not at 100% or even at 50%. And I'm giving from my like half empty cup. And that's just something that I'm okay with. That's just something that I'm okay with. So if you know that you're okay with that specific scenario, then that's fine. As long as you read your body and you realize when you're about to hit zero, you have to recharge. Because there's so many times in situations like that where there's so much happening with my family, and it's not like small things. It's like life situations that I know I need to be there because I'm going to regret it if I'm not there for them. So in moments like that, I think once I start getting irritable and I literally feel like I'm about to cry just based off of something that someone said or based off of someone's face, or I feel like I'm snapping at people, like that means it's time for me to take a step back and go recharge. I feel like I've talked about probably most things. No, I can talk about work. I feel like with work it is really hard, especially in the United States, with needing to work, because if not, then you can't live, pay for bills, pay for food, pay for your people. I think that's completely valid. I think it's super hard to just retrieve and like recharge your energy because you can't really do that. You can't really do that. I feel like with work, you have to kind of be a little more creative and find a way to make work fun. Find a way to change your perspective about work. And if you really, really, really can't change your perspective about work, then it's time to move on. And just know you will be okay. Just every morning and every night, say to yourself, opportunities come to me all the time. Like, new opportunities come to me all the time. A new job is coming my way. A new job is coming my way. A new job is coming my way. I'm so lucky. Every morning, every night, go to the restroom in between the day and tell yourself, a new job is coming my way. I'm so lucky. Over and over and over and over and over again. And I promise you, you will be okay. I would say though, just make sure you're not like stressed out about it, because if you're stressed out about it, the universe doesn't really like to hand you things when you're stressed out about it. It's kind of more when you're calm and you kind of just let go. Because if you're stressed, then you don't actually believe that it's coming to you, right? Just a little, manifestation tips. Yeah, I feel like when it comes to work, it's not gonna be the easiest. I feel like that one's the hardest one. I feel like I have a problem with that constantly. That's honestly like my go-to problem, is when it comes to work. I feel like I love my work when I am very intentional and grateful for it. But when I'm not and I find myself just like going through the day to day, I struggle. And it feels like even nasty to say that because I feel like I'm really privileged. I feel like I'm really privileged, but I feel like, again, nobody can shame me for feeling what I feel. I think I am very different. That sounds dumb. I feel like my situation is different. I feel like nobody's in my body the way that I'm in my body. I think I love my clients. I'm a lash tech. I love my clients and I love, getting to do everything on my own and not having a boss. But at the same time, I am very sensitive. And based off of what people tell me when I'm in appointments with them, it does kind of take a toll on me. And I feel like sometimes my job doesn't feel as meaningful. And I wish it did. And sometimes I try really hard to make it meaningful. I start talking to the girls more. We start talking about more things. Sometimes I just get a full day of clients that don't like to talk, and that's perfectly okay. I'm not going to put that on them. I think I still love my job. There are times where I wish, you know, it was different, just slightly different. But if I'm looking for like my happiness and my peace through my job, then that's also a thing to take note of, because I don't want my job to be the sole reason of my happiness or peace, you know? I feel like I said earlier that my mom always thought that me and my siblings were really lazy. And me specifically, obviously, I remember the most because it's my life, right? But I remember her like always calling us lazy, and I did feel really lazy. I did feel like I didn't really get anything done. I truly, my childhood was like watching TV. That's like actually quite literally all I did. Watch TV and then play soccer sometimes. Um, but sometimes I do look back and I'm like, I did absolutely nothing, and I was so tired all the time, and I don't know why. And I looked at my human design, and my human design literally says that I work in phases. I work in phases. I have moments where I have all the energy in the world. Like, I work in like projects, basically. There are moments when I have all the energy in the world, and there are moments when I don't, and I go into hermit mode and I'm like waiting for a new idea, and then like a new idea will come, and then I will work really hard until that's like done. And I think that is so me. That is so me, because anytime that I do have an idea, I will stay up all night doing it. And I love doing that. I truly do love doing that. And I feel like for a long time, I thought there was something wrong with me. But I don't think there's something wrong with me, because I think that's just how I am. And I think everybody's different. And the human design, it literally says everybody's different. So I love that it's unique to me. And I can understand why my mom thought I was lazy, but now that I'm an adult and I've like tried searching and searching and searching for things to explain who I am, I realized that I'm not lazy. I'm not lazy. That's just how I work. That's just how I work. So, yeah. I think you guys should really look into your human design. The next video I'll probably make is about girls and what you shouldn't be doing with working out, because I feel like we don't need to be doing what the guys are doing. I know girls can do what guys can do. We can, but I don't think it benefits us. And that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's all I really have to say about intuitively resting, reading your energy. I would say the best way to go about intuitively resting is just to check in with yourself. Check in with yourself constantly, morning, middle of the day, and night. Know where you're at. Like right now, I can tell you that I'm probably at like, I'm going to say a 70. I'm going to say a 70. I feel like I'm still like very positive. I'm excited. I have so many things that I want to do. I feel very creative today. Yesterday, I felt like I was at a 20. I'm not going to get. So I do feel a little better, but I think there is still something that I kind of have to sit with, that I'm trying not to sit with. And I think the time will come. The time will come. I don't want to deal with it right now, because I'm tired of feeling sad. I'm tired of feeling a lot of emotions, and I think that's okay. My therapist said it was okay if your body doesn't feel like feeling the hard emotion. It means it doesn't have the ability, the strength to go through it. So I think I know something's coming. I know I'm feeling some type of way, And I also think I'm not ready to sit in it. And that's perfectly okay. So I know that I'm not at 100%, but I'm also not below 50, and I'm perfectly okay with that. So it's like a perfect example for you to look at and learn how to like read your energy and move through things. So like today I'm doing things that I want to get done, like recording this video. But I'm also not being a perfectionist, and I'm gonna do as much as I want and rest as much as I can, and yeah, just sit with myself and hang out with myself. Because as you can tell, I'm not being a perfectionist, and this is literal proof, and that's okay. Okay, guys, that's all I really have for you guys. I hope you guys like this video. I do want to make more of these. I feel like, I don't know, tell me what you guys think. If you guys like this, like talking with me, should I start like actively doing something as I'm talking to you guys? I feel like I've thought about that, and I'm like, that would be cool, but I also don't know if like, I don't know if that would work with my ADHD. I think I might be a little too distracted. I don't know. I don't know. I might have to write a script or something. But that's too much for me right now. Right now, I'm just trying to post videos and talk about the things that I think are important. And yeah, yep, that's it. Love yourself like you would a loved one. Please like, comment, and share. Thank you. Have a great day. Have a great day. Have a great day. Stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.